Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the more talked about controversies in Hollywood right now. Blake Lively's role in the upcoming film adaptation of Colleen Hoover's It Ends With Us. From casting concerns to how she's been promoting the movie, the reaction has been intense. We'll break down all the details and give you everything you need to know to decide where you stand on this issue. Let's jump in. First off, for those who might not be familiar, It Ends With Us is a 2016 novel by Colleen Hoover that explores themes of love, trauma, and resilience. The story follows Lily Bloom, a young woman who navigates a complex and emotionally charged relationship with her partner, Ryle Kincaid. The book dives deep into serious themes, particularly around domestic abuse and the cycles of violence and love. When the film adaptation was announced, fans were excited, as this book has become something of a modern classic for romance readers. Hoover's fans are incredibly dedicated, and they're protective of how these beloved characters are portrayed. So, when casting news hit, it's fair to say everyone had a strong reaction.
Guys, I took my girlfriend book shopping at Target, and I asked her why all these books were backwards on the shelf. It's Colleen Hoover, and she said, ask TikTok, what is going on? Why are they backwards? Someone tell me.
Now let's talk about Blake Lively's casting as Lily Bloom. Lily is described in the novel as being in her mid-20s, a young woman just finding her footing. Blake Lively, at 36, doesn't quite match the age profile, and a lot of fans pointed this out. They felt it was an odd choice, as Hollywood has plenty of talented actresses in their 20s who could have brought Lily to life in a more authentic way. But beyond her age, some fans questioned if Blake's polished image matched the raw, vulnerable nature of Lily's character. Lily isn't just any protagonist. She's someone who deals with intense, personal trauma and carries scars from her past. Fans argued that casting someone who is so well known for glamorous, confident roles might prevent audiences from fully connecting with Lily's struggles. However, others pointed out that Blake has proven herself to be a talented actress in complex roles, like her part in The Rhythm Section and The Age of Adeline. This group of fans believes Blake has the acting range to bring Lily's vulnerability to life, but they're in the minority among the book's fan base. One of the major controversies erupted over Blake's social media post, where she wore a bright pink outfit to promote the film. For fans of It Ends With Us, this felt a bit tone-deaf. The novel deals with heavy themes like domestic violence, trauma, and healing, and fans expected the promotion to reflect a more serious tone. Many felt that the pink outfit gave off the impression that the film was being marketed as a light romance, overlooking the dark and painful themes of the story. Critics suggested it could trivialize the experience of abuse survivors by focusing on a fun, fashion-centric image, rather than the serious, emotional tone the story requires. So, here's where things get complicated. Hollywood often makes casting decisions based on star power, even if it doesn't match the fan vision for the character. Casting a big name like Blake Lively may have been a strategic move to attract a wider audience, especially those who might not have read the book. But for fans who have been with this story since day one, there's an element of frustration and even betrayal. They feel that a lesser-known actress who more closely resembles Lily's character would have done the story justice in a more powerful way. And this isn't the first time fans of book adaptations have felt this way. The Hunger Games, 50 Shades of Grey, Percy Jackson, these adaptations have all faced casting backlash too. It raises an ongoing question in Hollywood. Should movies prioritize fan expectations or make casting choices that maximize a film's commercial appeal?
As a man, I'm always going to come with my own biases. And it's one of the reasons I was afraid to direct this movie, let alone act in it. And I wanted to make sure this film always had a female gaze, and I was never putting myself into it. But one of the things that I think is very easy to say, especially for us men, is when we maybe talk to somebody who's in this situation, or we read a book, or we or we hear a news story, the question that's always asked is, why did she stay? And that's the wrong question.
Yeah.
What we need to be asking ourselves is, why do men harm?
Yes.
And that was the big thing for me. And what I've learned more and more and more of is like, you know, these women who experience this every single day, there's real love there. You know, there's charm, there's charisma, there's passion, there's this belief that they can be better. And it's not so simple. So our friends that know more, I'm wearing their pin right now, they were the ones who really worked with me to help me make this film as truthful as possible.
In the film, Lively plays the role of Lily Bloom, the main protagonist in the movie. Lively has recently faced major backlash from her role, mainly because of how she has handled the press regarding the film. In It Ends With Us, there are multiple occurrences of domestic abuse. Many critics feel that Lively did not address this subject enough and that she almost normalized domestic abuse. Viewers were first upset with her and It Ends With Us when she told people to wear florals and come with your girlfriends to the movie. To most people, this suggestion felt insensitive to the other material in the movie, which is heavy and dark. Many people also felt that the movie glorified domestic violence, and Justin Baldoni, the director of the movie and an actor in the movie, commented on the criticism. Baldoni told BuzzFeed, "I think that they are absolutely entitled to that opinion, and it makes perfect sense as to why they would feel that way." Like always, once people find one thing to criticize, they are quick to find more. Old interviews with Lively have been resurfacing. One such interview was conducted in 2016 when Lively was promoting her movie, Café Society. The interview was with Parker Posey, who was also in the film, and Norwegian journalist Kjersti Flaa. Flaa posted the clip on YouTube, titling it "The Blake Lively Interview That Made Me Want to Quit My Job." Weeks before the interview, Lively announced her pregnancy, and Flaa congratulated her. Lively snapped back asking how Flaa's little bump was, even though she was not pregnant and was going through IVF trying to have a baby. Colleen Hoover herself has shared some thoughts on this, defending the casting choice and sharing her excitement about Blake's involvement. But for fans, the author's endorsement hasn't necessarily eased concerns, as they're still struggling to see how Blake fits the role. Hoover has a close relationship with her readers, but in this case, it appears that even her approval hasn't swayed everyone. So, where do you stand on this controversy? Do you think fans are overreacting? Or do you believe they have a point in wanting a different casting and a more sensitive approach to promotion? Are these early concerns valid, or should we wait and see the final film? Let us know in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more updates on film and entertainment news.